Yes, you are said there is an update that I'm going to drop for you people concerning Onitsha. That's the main market road going towards the main market itself. That's Niger Street. Something has happened here, and the government, through the Onitsha South local government, has demolished about 2,000 shops. Well, I'm going to go into the details, but there are a lot to learn from this thing that has happened. Some people claim that they have done searches in the Ministry of Lands before buying those properties. And the NIWA, Nigerian Inland Waterways Authorities, they have made their own statements, regarding what has happened. So there is a kind of tussle who possesses, who did not possess the area, because the information we had is that NIWA is the ones that gave out many of these places. But let's go into the details and hear exactly what has transpired. And I urge you to sit down and watch this video to the details, so you don't make such mistakes and get what you need to, the message concerning this video. Well, you need to be patient, and why I deliver the message to you guys. So, but meanwhile, this is the area that the demolition occurred. That's this place. This video I'm showing you now is before the demolition. All these areas, both left and right, is where the demolition occurred. And you are going to see the whole and entire picture of what happened. But meanwhile, the presentation today is just a glimpse of what happened. In a very short period of time, we are going to visit that site so we can get the complete view of what happened there. But before then, just listen to this encounter, what that has happened, documented things that has happened within this short period before we give you that detailed update. So another thing is that some of the dailies carries it in the news. So, but we are going to give you what one of the dailies, which is Punch, said about this demolition. No fewer than 4,000 residents, including petty traders, sand miners, and other business owners around the River Niger in the commercial city of Onitsha in Anambra State have been left without shelter and shops where to lay their heads or do their businesses, as the state government has demolished their houses and shops. The residents with their family members who spoke to Southeast Punch on Tuesday and Wednesdays lamented that they were brutally thrown out from their places of abode and businesses without any prior notice and without allowing them to take out any of their belongings. Well, judging from my own experience, these things don't happen without giving out notice. That one is basic. And there is no way government will do such thing without notice. I doubt it, and I have not seen where it happened. Usually they give notice, and when the time elapses is when they will strike. But the person might say that the notice does not last for a long time. That one I will agree. But saying that there is no notice at all, I don't agree with that. So, but let's continue. Although the state government, through the chairman of Onitsha South local government area, Emeka Oji, who supervised the demolition on Monday, justified its actions by insisting that the demolition followed the state government resolve to rid the area of illegal structures and incessant building collapse in the area. The victims claimed that they had lived and done businesses in their property, which they claimed they legally acquired through the National Inland Waterways Authorities, even long before the emergence of successive administrations in the states. Well, the demolition of no fewer than 2,000 shops and residential buildings was a fallout of the building collapse that occurred in Besden, that's Basden Street, Fege, Onitsha, on Sunday, and the three-story building which had earlier collapsed at the Odibo Market in Ochanja in the same Onitsha 3 weeks ago. In the collapsed building, no fewer than 6 persons were killed and over 20 persons sustained varying degrees of injury after they were rescued from the rubble. Meanwhile, the demolished shops and the residential building located by the bank of River Niger were mostly owned by members of Sand Miners Association of Anambra State, who use them as equipment and operational offices, while some are occupied by petty traders who service them. Some people also own residential properties there. When Southeast Punch correspondent visited the area on Tuesday, it was like a ghost town, as the whole area has leveled, while some of the victims were then seen trying to salvage the remainder of their various items. It was further gathered that the structure were built by the affected victims, who allegedly got the approval of the National Inland Waterways. But the state governor, Professor Charles Soludo, during a visit to the area last week, had stated that NIWA does not have the right to build or allocate spaces to traders on Anambra land. Soludo, during the inspection of road constructed by his administration, ordered the chairman of the Onitsha South local government, Chief Oji, to demolish all illegal structures, insisting that the land belongs to Anambra State and not NIWA. He said the code or bylaw establishing NIWA gave the organization 100 meters from the banks of the River Niger as right of basement. But what we are seeing here are illegal structures and should be demolished. One of the numerous victims whose property was demolished, identified as Mrs. Ifoma Nwafo, a farmer, said her 2 shops, which she uses as a storage for seedlings and farm implements, were demolished with various seedlings and items worth over 5 million naira. Farm equipment and other agricultural items destroyed without notice. Speaking with Southeast Punch, Mrs. Nwafo, an Onitsha indigene, described the demolition as horrible and man's inhumanity to man, lamenting how a state government claiming to promote agriculture would destroy agricultural produce. She said the demolition also encroached on some of our farmland, my seedlings and other agricultural produces kept inside the shops, awaiting the next planting season, we are totally destroyed without anything to salvage. There was no prior notice given to us. I acquired and built the shops legally, and I got the approval of NIWA. And we pay taxes both to NIWA and Anambra state government officials are aware of our activities, and we are legal in that area. Well, since the demolition, my life has not remained the same. As I had been hospitalized, my blood pressure has risen, and I am just managing the situation. Now, all my seedlings for the next planting season have been destroyed, nothing for planting as the next planting season begins soon. I had over 5 million worth of seedlings, agricultural produces, and farm implements in the shops destroyed. We had some livestock that were destroyed too. The governor visited here last week and warned that illegal structures will be demolished. But they are not illegal structures. There were approvals given by relevant authorities. The government is there for the people and not other way. While the demolition was going on, another affected victim, Martin Obiora, who was seen trying to salvage some of his equipment and goods, said there were no prior information about the demolition. Obiora said, "We were not given any notice as regards the demolition. It is a vindictive one targeted at us because we refused to settle some government officials since we got approval to erect structures from NIWA. We pay appropriate taxes and levies to the state government and NIWA, and we don't cut corners or pay to illegal revenue collectors or government agents who shortchanged the states." Other displaced victims who spoke to the journalists described the exercise as a wicked, wondering why a state government will embark on such exercise at the period Nigeria are suffering, without allowing people to remove their machines and goods. Another victim, identified as Lillian Ozo, said, "We lost over 100 shops and equipment worth millions of naira because we did not get a prior information of the demolition." We are law-abiding in everything we are doing here. We are properly licensed and registered with the Federal Ministry of Environment and National Inland Waterways Authority. We pay all necessary taxes and levies to NIWA and Anambra state government, and we don't know the reason for demolition of our offices. We did not erect any legal structure here. All the structures were legally registered and approved by the relevant government agency, and the appropriate payments made. Like other victims, Augustine Warrior was not spared the demolition agony. He lamented that he had no place to lay his head with his 6 children and wife. He said, "I have a structure in the area, and I have been living in my house for over 27 years now with my family. I got the approval to build from NIWA and all the approval gotten from relevant authorities, including the state government, but I am surprised what they are saying now. The land was not encountered when I bought it. I made proper search in the Ministry of Lands before buying the land. The family did not tell me that government acquired it, even when I made personal inquiries from the traditional ruler of the community. When contacted, the chairman of Onitsha South local government area, Oji, who supervised the demolition, insisted that he was acting on the order of the state governor following incessant building collapse in the area. Oji said a notice was issued as regards the demolition, and it was followed by a series of follow-up notices, but they disobeyed. Well, you and I must have guessed what happened. Probably people that have been here for years, they never knew that such thing can still happen. They might be served notice, but they thought they want to collect money and let them be. But the reverse becomes the case this time around. Well, let's continue. Then last week, Mr. Governor came to the area and told them that the place was not for shops or markets, and ordered me to demolish the area, but I gave them another 1 week notice, which ended on Monday. Area would be barricaded and cleared for establishment of a seaside resort, which would have green park areas with umbrella trees for relaxation and amusement. Everywhere cannot be shops in Onitsha, and we have declared war on illegal structures, and we shall ensure that the right thing is done about building collapse in Onitsha South local government area. The Niwa area manager Suleiman Nicholas, while responding to Southeast Punch inquiries, said he was not aware of the development, adding that the state government cannot take action on Niwa right of way without informing the agency. Nicholas told Southeast Punch, if there is an illegal structure on Niwa right of way, the state government should have written us if they had seen any illegal structure, and we would have taken action against anybody involved. But we did not receive any complaint from the state government about such, and therefore there is no reason for such demolition to take place. Efforts to get the reactions of the state government through the State Ministry of Environment and the Commissioner Felix Odimegbu for further clarification proved abortive, as there was no response to several calls and messages sent to his telephone line. But a source in the Ministry of Environment and the Commissioner Felix Odimegbu for further clarification proved abortive, as there was no response to several calls or messages sent to his telephone line. But a source in the Ministry of Environment who craved anonymity said, what we have discovered was that a few individuals have encroached beyond the Niwa 100 meters rights of way. Hence, the demolition was carried out to sanitize the area. The people were served notice on several occasions that there would be a day like this when a government would decide that it is now time to actualize the promise to build a new city. Well, this is YangaLife channel, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscription button, notification bell, and let's hear your view about this video. Please don't forget to share this video so that everybody can watch with you. Well, I'm still Chinedu, your presenter, and with this I say bye for now until I come your way next time.